Well, it is a home. I think some people associate home with being a very stable place, a place where they've grown up their whole life. Just like a permanent anchor that they can always go back to. You know, when you're in college, you have the option to just go home every weekend in the States, and for some people that's what home is. And but I feel like my home has been just multiple places. When I think of home, nothing comes to mind really except that you know just all the adventures and all the places that I've lived. It's kind of just, I feel like it's scattered all over the globe. I wouldn't say that I have like an actual place I'd call home. I grew up feeling like my home was scattered, just multiple places. I grew up in Cyprus. It's a little island off the Mediterranean Sea. It's Greek, and I lived there 10 years, and then moved to Israel for 6 years, and went to boarding school in Germany for 2 years, all before coming to the States. And so home for me has kind of been, you know, all over the place. And when someone asks me where you're from, I think the first thing I think is, okay, which one am I going to choose? You know. Yeah. Goodbyes are rough. I think the first time I ever had to say goodbye, it was really difficult. I was in Cyprus, and we were just about to move to Israel, and I had to say goodbye to all my childhood friends, and just to that home, to that memory, and it was really quite difficult for me at first. But I think now, just over time, you know, you kind of become desensitized to it, numb to goodbyes. But I do think it's important to have goodbyes and to have that closure. But overall, it doesn't affect me like I feel like it would, you know, people who have never said goodbye in their life. So they are difficult. One thing that I feel has been a disadvantage of being a TCK is just always this feeling of restlessness, of instability, not really knowing quite where you fit in. You know, I'm a dual citizen. I have dual citizenship, so even though I grew up like overseas, I still have an American passport. Yet I also have an Israeli passport. So it kind of, you know, I mean, it's like, well, where is my home really? Like, where do I find my place? Where do I fit in? I think that is definitely one of the disadvantages, you know, of being a TCK. And you know, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, being able to live overseas with the experiences that I've had has just been such a blessing to me and the family that I've grown up in, and the people that have surrounded me. You know, I really wouldn't trade that for the world. You know, it's been quite a journey and quite an adventure, and I'm very thankful for that. So. I am Lauren Dorr, and I am third.